Hello, everyone. This is Derek T. Billups Sr., President of the Foundation for Financial Fitness Incorporated, and author of the new book, Are You Making a Living or Making a Life? We have come to week 8 of the Financial Fitness Challenge. That's right, week 8. And as we always do, we review each and every week. So let's begin with the first week. Your position, your financial position. And if you were uncomfortable when we started this financial fitness challenge, hopefully you become a little more comfortable in your financial situation. As we talked about in the first week, if you're standing, sitting, or laying, and you're very uncomfortable, what do? You make the necessary changes to get comfortable. And that's what we want you to do in your financial life, in your current financial situation. That's what we want you to do, to become comfortable. And that's what this whole 8-week financial fitness challenge is all about. Week 2, your credit score, that number. What do you know about that number? How do you get more information about that number? Where can you go? There are 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Again, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Those 3 will give you your FICO score, help you to better understand what it is and how to utilize it. Now, they may not tell you all those things, but they'll give you your score. And then they'll give you what we go to week 3, your credit history. They'll help you to understand that. And as we did in week 3, we gave you an analogy as if you were in school and you were getting your grade. And as you got your grade and maybe you disagreed with your teacher, he or she would say to you this: your homework, your classwork, your test grades, and your quiz grades. You add those up, you come up with your history. And your history equals your score or your grade. And if we're talking about your financial or your credit score, your history helps you or contributes to that actual score that you have. So that history in week 3 and that score in week 2, they kind of go hand in hand. They work together. So Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion will help you to get a better understanding. Get that information about your credit score. Understand why you have it. Understand your history. And do a better job of controlling that. Week 4, we talked about your financial team. Did you write down your team? You were supposed to write down some financial professionals, people that can help you with your everyday, every week, every month, and every year financial situation. CPAs, accountants, bankers, mortgage lenders, credit specialists, financial advisors, insurance agents, just to name a few. Write them down, get their numbers, emails, websites, have their information. Even if you don't really work with them, have a list of people that you can get to right away so that you can get the help that you need when you need it. Vital. Week 5, we talked about your opponent. And remember, I said it was you. And remember, we talked about if you have an opponent, what do? You try to find their weaknesses. You find their weaknesses, you attack their weaknesses so that you can become successful, so you can win. What's the same thing you want to do with yourself if you're an opponent in your financial situation? If you are the person that's holding you back, keeping you from what you want to accomplish, then you need to understand what your weaknesses are and how to attack it, how to eliminate those weaknesses so that you can be better financially. Be transparent, be open, don't be afraid. Understand where you are. Week 6, your budget. Tangible. We talked about that again. Have it visible on your refrigerator, on your dresser, in your purse, on your phone, on your computer, somewhere where you can get to it, get a better understanding, follow along as your income comes in and as your expenses go out. We also talked about that whole thing. Why is there so much month left at the end of your money? That leads you to week 7, tracking your spending. So again, tracking your spending in week 7 and week 6, your budget go hand in hand. Maintaining a budget, understanding my income and what happens with my expenses, how they work together, why if my income exceeds my expenses, why am I not having enough money around? Then you need to track your spending. When week 7 tells you to track that spending. Sometimes it becomes tedious, but it's necessary. Do it for week 1 or week 2 or a week from 1 week to the next week. Do it continually over that time frame so that you can get a better understanding. If and when you do that, you will understand why or where, more importantly, where that excess of money is going. That's what you want to do. You want to know where that money is going so you can have a better understanding of the usage and what you need to do so that you can have more of your money. That's what you want to do. If you're making a great income, you want to make sure that you see as much of it, if not all of it. And if your income is not as good as it will be, then you still want to make sure that I understand, because I don't have as much in terms of excess of money. So I really need to make sure where my money's going, how am I managing it, and what do I need to do better. That's vital and that's important. In week 8, this final week is your condition. We went from position to condition. And that was the name of my first book. Are you changing your condition and not your position? Changing your condition, not your position. That was my first book. So now we're at your condition. And if you've done all of those things, if you understood your position, if you took a look at your credit score, understanding your credit history, put together your financial team, understand who your opponent was, you have a tangible budget, and you're tracking your spending. These are just some of the tools, not everything, just some of the tools that can help you move and have and be in a better condition, a financial condition, not a position, but condition. A condition is where you want to go. It's a state of mind, where you want to be. And you need to follow certain steps in order to get there. And these are just a few steps, just 8 steps that you need to follow in order to, again, change your current condition, your financial condition, not your position. Because remember, your position, you moved. You made the necessary changes. You were uncomfortable. So because you were uncomfortable in your financial position, what did you do? You got a better understanding of your credit score. You understand your credit history. You brought together your financial team. You understood who your opponent was and made changes to your opponent. You did those things. You had a budget. You created a budget. And now you're tracking your spending. All of those things maybe you weren't doing, which made you uncomfortable in your financial situation, but now you're becoming more comfortable, which means now you're changing your condition. And that's what we want you to do. So when we're doing this financial fitness challenge, this 8-week challenge, I'd admonish you to go over it for a couple of weeks. Review it as often as you possibly can. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the financial fitness challenge all over again. So look for us again, beginning first week, the first Sunday in July 2016. We're going to begin the 8-week financial fitness challenge all over again so that you can then follow along. Hopefully, if you come back and join us again, that you will hopefully made some changes, made some decisions, done some things that will help you improve your current financial condition. So remember, this is the Financial Fitness Challenge, 8 weeks. Your first week, for those of you who are new, the first week was your position. Second week was your credit score. Third week was your credit history. The fourth week was your financial team. The fifth week was your opponent. The sixth week was your budget. Seventh week was tracking your spending. And the 8th week, this week, is your financial condition. And we're hoping that you're in a better condition than you were when you started 8 weeks ago. And remember, we'll start the new Financial Fitness Challenge on the first Sunday of July. This is Derek T. Billups Sr., President of the Foundation for Financial Fitness Incorporated. And if you need to get in contact with us, we're also available for workshops, seminars, and classes. www.f4ff.net or financialfitness@f4ff.net. Please go online, order my new book, Are You Making a Living or Making a Life? Again, this is Derek T. Billups, and you have a great Financial Fitness Challenge week.